Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. And in today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make this pyramid Montee bracelet. I do realize that some of you don't have all these beads, but I will link up right there up in the corner. I will link the place where I got the pyramid beads, the cut buttons. If you want to get cut buttons, you don't have to use cut buttons in your bracelet, but you can use a regular button with a shank or ordinary button. And I will also link where you can get the Montees at a really reasonable price. Now, there is a difference between a Swarovski Montee and a Preciosa one, because the Swarovski ones have flat backs on them, and let me see if I can show you. Their backs are like this. On a Preciosa Montee, they stick up, so they have like a casing, a square casing on the bottom of them with two holes in it. These have kind of like a hole on each side, whereas the Preciosa has two holes, one on each side, like so. So when you're purchasing your Montees, be careful that you look for the ones that say Swarovski, okay? Because there is a difference, and the ones with Preciosa, the casing on theirs, they tend to stick up really high. So this is why I like using the Swarovski ones. Yes, they're a little bit more than the Swarovski ones, or the Preciosa ones, but I got my pyramid beads from the Potomac Bead Company, who has a really awesome price. I also got the cup buttons, and these are light violet ones that I'll be using today, but the cup buttons, the link's there. You will you can get these, and you can only buy these cup buttons from the Potomac Bead Company, as these were exclusively made for the company, and they're the only ones that sell the cup buttons, and I'm telling you, they are gorgeous. You get a package of 5 cup buttons for around $2.99, $3.99. You get 5 of them, so I mean that'll make you 5 bracelets. They're just, I love them so much. But this pyramid bracelet, I did a little bit different. I thought it would be a fun one. It's a slim bracelet. It's not, I did this one in like 3 different colors. Today's project I'm just going to do in silver and a purple. But this it just turned out so gorgeous. I just love all the colors in this bracelet. So I have 3 colors of pyramid beads, so I thought I'd use all 3 of them, incorporate them. And with the closure, I did a little bit different. I did a little bit of herringbone stitch in this one here, and I found it to be much more secure, and I don't know, I just love this bracelet. It's kind of, well, you would think with the pyramids it kind of looks spiky, right? But it's just very elegant on your wrist. So I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy making this bracelet. And it's worth it to get yourself some of these beads. These companies do have pretty reasonable shipping rates, so you can't really go wrong. So what you'll need for this is, depending on the size of your bracelet, you will need pyramid beads. And these ones here I got from Potomac Bead Company for $5.99. There's 25 pyramid beads in a package. I put these in my own tubes, by the way. This color I'm using today is called Crystal Labrador Full. So it's silver all the way around. And the cup buttons, again, I'm only going to need one for this bracelet. And this one is light violet. So it's like a purpley amethyst color. The Montees, you will need, depending on the size, this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I have 14 pyramid beads in here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Montees. So you will need 7 Montees. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm using an amethyst color. And with the Montees, I wanted to mention too that you might want to take your pliers, because all of them are not like these. You might want to push down the, what do you call these things? They're like what's on rings. Jeez, just totally slipped my mind. You want to push them down so you do not lose your stones. They just come loose, I guess, from packaging and stuff. So you might want to just take a minute or two and push down all the stones, because I noticed some of mine are sticking up, which is going to be really difficult probably for me to push them down without breaking my beads. I should have done it prior to making my bracelet, but I didn't, because I didn't realize they were sticking up till I had the bracelet done. And another good thing too for pushing down your prongs here, they're not called prongs, your claws, they call them claws, I guess, on rings, is they're less likely to snag on you. So you might want to do that. Take a minute out of your time there and push every one of them down so they're nice and flush against your stone. Okay, so I'll do that when I go off camera to finish all of these. And I'm in this bracelet here, I used several colors of beads. Not several, but 4 colors. I used crystal silverline. This is a gunmetal. Then I used African sunset. So I used and a gray and a light gray. So I used 4 colors of seed beads in this particular bracelet. I'm not going to do that in this one. I'm just going to stick with the silver lined, crystal silver line, just to make it easier for you guys. I probably should use, oh sorry, I'm using silver line in purple. This is a matte amethyst color or violet, but it's a matte finish on it. So you might want to get some Toho seed beads. That's right, these are Tohos. And I'm also going to use a 3mm jet matte purple iris. And this is a 3mm Firepolish bead I also got from the Potomac Bead Company. Gorgeous colors. I was thinking, well, for the matte, for the fire polish, they go along the edges here. So you might want a sparkly one. I might change this one up. I might change this to a magic color. And it's a purpley color too. So, so you will need 2 levanos. You probably could just use check beads too. They don't have to be Tohos or Miyuki, whatever you call it. You will need 1 cup button. You will need anywhere from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, anywhere from 10 to 14 pyramid beads, depending on the size of your bracelet you're going to make. You will need 3mm fire polish beads. You will need a button for closure, and you will need 7 Montees. Again, I linked everything up in the corner here as to where you can buy all these gorgeous beads. I know I've gone a little bit out of my comfort zone because I've been sticking with all the basic kinds of beads, and someone's probably going to yell at me for doing a project in beads that they do not have. Like I said, I put the links there. They're reasonable companies that sell this stuff. The cup buttons, I'm telling you, will be worth it for you to buy these. They're so beautiful. There's so many colors now that they have. So, and you will need a size 10 beading needle or size 12. And you will need some 6 or 8 pound Fireline. I'm going to dump all these beads, and I'm going to come back and show you how to get started. Okay, well, let's get started on this really gorgeous, exciting bracelet. On my needle, I strung about 1.5 yards of Fireline, so you can string on whatever you're comfortable with doing, working with. My lighting is a little bit shadowing, so let me see if I can fix that. All right. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up 2 of one of your colors of 11/0 and 1 pyramid bead. So the pyramid beads have 2 holes in them. So when we're making this bracelet, we're going to have to be very careful which holes we go in so our pyramid bead don't end up backwards on the bottom. So we have to be very careful with this, and I will show you as we go along. And then you're going to pick up 2 of your other color beads, okay? And then you're going to bring them down, leaving yourself, a good 12-inch tail in order to sew on your closure, because you might not have enough thread, and it's good to always have that tail left over. Then you're going to take your needle and go in the other side, the other hole of the pyramid bead. So I'm coming out one hole and I'm going in the next hole. And we're just going to make a circle, basically. All right. So we've joined the 2 purples here on top like that. Then you're going to put your needle through the first 2 from the bottom up of the first 2 I strung on, so that we join the circle and our tails left hanging out. So all we did was make a circle for our beads. Now, this is going to seem a bit weird the way I do this, but there's a reason for it, and you will see as we go. Now you're going to take your needle and come back up through the next hole, right beside where you're exiting. Don't go back in the same hole, because you'll just undo what you've done. Keeping your tail pulled nice and tight. Now you're going to go up through 1 of your colored seed beads. So this would be my purple one in this case. 1 bead. Pick up another 11/0 and go back down through the next seed bead and back down through the pyramid bead. So you're going to place the purple bead in the middle, like so. Okay. Now you're going to do the same thing over here on your tail end. Is you're going to come up through the 1 silver bead and pick up another silver bead, and then go back down through the silver, the next one, and back through your pyramid bead. Okay, so this is what you've got. And pull. Placing that bead in the middle as well. Now you need to be exiting out of this purple bead here, so just go up into those 2 beads so you're in the center of your purple beads here. Okay? Now you're going to pick up 3 purple beads. So this is your main color, and you're going to make a circle. I've got my pyramid here. You're going to make a circle and go back through like so, and pull that. Now, of course, you know me and my reinforcing, so you really need to reinforce these circles, because these are going to be like pressure points on your bracelet, because they'll be flopping and, well, I wouldn't say flopping, but you know, kind of, this is what I mean. Okay, so you want to reinforce this middle 4 beads here. So I'm just going through all these beads again. So we have this. Then you're going to go and exit through that top bead again, so you're in the center, and pull this nice and tight. So that's what you should have done so far. It's just a very simple right angle weave. Now you're going to pick up 1 purple one. Now this is where you need to be careful on picking up, how you're going to pick up your pyramid bead. So sit your pyramid bead beside you here. You're exiting on this side of your bead. You're not exiting on this side, so that would mean you do not want to go into this hole here, because if you do that, your bead's going to end up going upside down. So be very, very careful with these pyramid beads. So like I said, I'm exiting over here. So let me get my left hand here, which I really suck at my left hand, and go into this hole here on this side of the pyramid bead. All right, and this is what you will have. Now you're going to pick up 2 more pyramid beads, or sorry, 2 more of your purple seed beads. Sorry, you're not going to pick up 2 more purple, you're going to pick up 2 more silver. Alright, go back down into the next hole of your pyramid bead now. So now we're on the other side of the pyramid bead with your other color of your seed beads. And pull this through. Like that. Now you're going to pick up another purple still, because we're working on the side of the purple, not the silver. And you're going to go make a circle now into that first bead you are exiting out of here, where you just started to put your second pyramid bead on. Exit through there, making a circle. Alright, now it's going to look kind of funky and wonky here. Now you're going to exit through this bead, your pyramid bead, and one of your silver beads that you put on. So let me try and do this so I'm not off camera. So through the purple bead, the pyramid bead, and 1 silver bead. Like so. That's what I'm exiting through. And pull that through. And pull it nice and tight. Alright, now you're going to pick up another silver bead, because we're at the point now where we want to put our peak bead in here. So go into the next bead and down the other side of your pyramid bead. Now it's kind of nice to do this part that I'm going to show you from the bottom. So now go up through, go into the next bead where you're exiting here, go into the 1. Do not go into that middle bead, because we want this to match this. So skip this middle bead, just go directly over to the next side and go into that bead, skipping that middle one. And as you can see, your thread is going to pull tight. So now, if you flip this over, this matches this side. And you will see what I mean when you're making this bracelet. How this end here, you'll see as we go, how it gets more spread apart right here if you don't pull them in tight. So now all you're going to do is exit through your 2 silver beads. So this one, and get into the middle one like so. Alright. So we've gotten our 3 beads on. Now you're still going to pick up 1 silver bead, because we're still working off the silver. And again, now here we have to pick up another pyramid bead. So if you're unsure, my thread's exiting on this side now. I need to go on this side of the pyramid bead. So I need to go into this hole of my pyramid bead, like so. Okay, and now we're going to work with our purple beads again. So let's pick up 2 more purples. And now exit down through this side of your pyramid bead, the other side, placing your purple bead in there, purple beads. Then you're going to pick up your last silver bead, and you're going to go through the hole of the middle bead between your silvers, like so, and pull that tight. And see how this looks. This looks on an angle, these beads. These ones are straight up and down. The reason we do that is skip this middle bead and pull tight. When we go back around, it pulls them in exactly like that. So it kind of looks funky like this, if you can see what I mean. So now you're exiting here, so go back up into your beads. So go back up to the silver one, the pyramid bead, and 1 purple one, because we're going to add a bead in the middle there. Okay, pulling nice and tight. Now you're going to pick up 1 purple bead and jump across into this next purple one beside, through your pyramid bead, and up in one of your silver beads. So this is where we're going to skip this middle bead and just jump across and go up into your pyramid and pull this nice and tight, and it makes a beautiful perfect X. I hope you can see that. Alright, now you're just going to go up into your 2 purple beads because you need to be exiting out of that middle one. Okay, so now we're going to pick up 3 purple beads, and we're going to just make a circle and go back through the bead we're exiting, and now we're just going to go around and reinforce all of these beads. So let's do this. Alright, and now you need to be exiting out of the middle one again, so go back up into the next 2 beads. So you're exiting out of the middle bead. Alright, so this is what we have so far. Okay, so now you're going to pick up a purple bead. Stupid fly, it's driving me nuts. And again, we're exiting on this side of the pyramid bead, on the right hand side. To me it's right. And now we're going to go on this side of this side of the pyramid bead. Okay. And now you're going to pick up 2 silvers, 2 of your other colors. You're going to go back down through the other side of your pyramid bead. One second, my thread is longer, my tail is longer than my actual, okay, there we go. Alright, and now that we've exited out of the second hole of our pyramid bead, pick up 1 more purple one, make a circle, and go into that middle bead. This time around you go into the middle bead because you're going to attach another bead there. And pull tight. As you can see, this doesn't match up with this side. So now you're going to go back up through your pyramid bead. So go through the next 11 row beside, through the pyramid bead and 1 of your silver beads. And pull this nice and tight. Okay, pick up 1 silver bead. Go back down your pyramid bead, your next 11 row, your pyramid bead, and through 1 purple one. And this is where you're going to skip the middle bead and just jump across into this one right beside your pyramid bead. Okay, and pull this nice and tight. Doesn't matter if you do it from the front or back, you're not going to see it. Okay, and pull it tight. And that's going to lock that bead in place. So now you have the exact same thing all the way down your bracelet. You may have to move your beads around a bit, but it's not a big deal right now. Now you're going to exit through your middle bead of your silver ones, or whatever color it is you're using. Okay. And now we've gotten 2 groups. So we've gotten 4 pyramid beads, 2 groups as to where we're going. This is where our Montees will lay in between these ones. Not the silver ones, because these are the small. This is where our Montees will sit when we get our bracelet done. I did make this where I didn't have this silver piece, these silver ones in the middle, and I didn't like it. It was too crowded. So just having a Montee in between each of these pyramids was sufficient enough of sparkle and crystals in there that it just looked stunning like this. Alright, let's get back to making our bracelet. I'm going to show you one more time how to do these pyramids, and then I'm going to go off camera and finish putting on my pyramid beads, and you can do the same thing. In terms of length, so from here to here, let me measure, is 6 3/4 inches from here to here. Now, adding on this big long extra extension just made my bracelet that much longer. You do not have to do this to make your bracelet. This is why I like using these cup buttons, because you can adjust this to perfectly fit your wrist. Okay. Remember, if you use 14 pyramid beads, this is going to give you a length in here from this beginning to this end of 6 3/4 inches. So remember that when you're making your bracelet. Alright, so now we are exiting on this side of our bead. So let's get another pyramid bead here. Pick up one more of your silver beads, or your second color. And now that we're exiting on the other side, this time we have to go on this side of the silver bead, or the pyramid bead. Alright, and pull that down. So there's your pyramid bead. You know it's in the right place. Pick up 2 of your main color and go through the second hole of your pyramid bead. Pick up a silver one, or clear, whatever color you're using, and go through the middle 2, or the middle 1, like this, to make a circle, and pull that through. Again, these are not going to sit properly until you go through this a second time. So now you're going to come back up through this silver bead, your pyramid bead, and 1 purple bead, like so. And pull this tight. Nice and tight. Everything nice and tight. Now you're going to pick up 1 purple bead and go back down the next hole of your pyramid bead, or go through the seed bead, the pyramid bead, and 1 seed bead on the other side of your pyramid bead. And pull tight. Again, skip that middle one, go down this bead here, the first one you put on before you put your pyramid bead on, and pull that nice and tight. And now you should have your nice X shape right in here. Okay, go back up through these 2 beads, so you're back in the center. Alright. So I'm exiting out of the middle one here, I just put on. Pick up 3 11-ohs and make your circle. Going through like so. And now just go ahead and reinforce those 3 beads you just put on. So you're going to have to go through all 4 of them. Pull tight. There, it's reinforced. Now you're going to exit out of this bead. So let's go up into this bead here and into this middle bead here. Alright, so again, paying attention to where we're exiting on our thread. We're exiting on this side of the bead. So let's pick up 1 purple bead, and we need to exit on the left side of our pyramid bead, or right side, whatever is facing you. But just make sure you put your pyramid bead on properly. I cannot stress that enough. Alright, so we have our pyramid bead on. We're exiting on that side, so that's where we need to go in. Pick up 2 of your other colors. Go down the second hole of your pyramid bead and pull this. Okay. Pick up 1 purple bead and go into the middle bead there to place your purple bead, like so. And as you can see, it's kind of wonky, like always. Now go back up into the purple bead, the pyramid bead, and 1 silver bead, because now we're going to add another silver bead in the middle here between these 2 beads. We're going to put a silver one. So pick up 1, go down through that next bead beside it, in through the pyramid, and up through one bead in the purple, pulling tight. Skip the middle one and go into this one and into the pyramid bead. Bring your thread carefully. You'll see it cross over top. See how it crosses over top here? But if you pull it tight, it hides. Kind of hides in the behind there. And then you're just going to exit through your silver beads and get back into position to add your next pyramid. So just basically remember that you should not forget to go back through all these beads. You will have to, because you will see how you'll have to add your third bead. You'll be missing your third bead, so you know you did something wrong. You should have a larger area than the silver. The silver should only have 5 beads in them, separating out your two pyramid beads. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish putting on all 14 of my pyramid beads, and I will come back. And be careful. Be careful the side you put your pyramid bead on. You want them to all stand up. These are such gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous beads. I can't even begin to tell you. This bronzy colored one, absolutely adore it. Love those colors. Anyways, I'm going to go finish this and I will come back and show you what to do next, okay?